Hello! We're going old school with this one. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Alright, so there might be a couple. Rick and Morty? Oh, yeah. Only the first 2 seasons, though. I haven't gotten around to watching the rest of it. Season 8. Oh my god, I gotta get caught up. So, there might be some things that I'm gonna be completely narrating this because there's absolutely no voice acting. There might be some things that I can't narrate because these kids are crazy. Yep. What? Who's that? Ah. Alright, let's get started. Onikakukushi. Hope I pronounced that right. Evil Morty? Oh, does he make a return? I was waiting for it. Welcome to the world of Higurashi when they cry. The Onikakushi arc will be the opening, inviting you to this world. Don't play tough. Please just enjoy life in Hinamizawa to the fullest. The difficulty is extremely high, but I hope you will enjoy the reward. Ooh, I think I peeked the mic. Sorry. Do not lament. I forgive you, even if the world will not forgive you. Please do not lament. I forgive you, even if you will not forgive the world. So please tell me, what will it take for you to forgive me? Because funny? Whoa, bad sounds. If I was going to be ripped apart anyways, having my body ripped apart would have been far better. I trusted her. No, I still trust her. Even in this very moment, I trust her. But I'm starting to realize I only wanted to trust her because I refused to accept the truth. It was as if I was trying to convince myself. Such a silly, sounding voice. No, God damn it. That mechanical, repetitive sound finally stilled, and everything fell silent. Only the cries of the cicadas remained, annoyingly loud, and yet it felt as if I could still hear her voice. But that's not possible. She is no longer speaking. The only one crying is me. She never cried. Even when she repeated those words over and over, she never expressed any emotion, because there was none to show. If she had no tears to shed for me, then I shouldn't need to shed any for her. Then why? This pain, my eyes getting moist? Why was this happening? I still wanted to believe I hadn't been split apart. That's enough, right? Beside me, an inner voice whispered gently. My spirit had suffered enough. Countless times I'd waver over whether I should just throw the battered thing away. Except I stubbornly refused to do that, hadn't I? I'd feel better if I just threw it away. Even knowing that, I chose to believe, didn't I? Only I can understand that painful struggle and appreciate it. Hey, me. I've tried. More than enough. I'll acknowledge that much. So, isn't it alright to just take the easy way out? Besides, I'm not throwing it away. Just leaving it behind, with her, like flowers by a grave. Now then, calm your nerves. I know you can't feel your right arm. Just lift it up. With every swing, forget a little more. That kindness made me happy. That adorable smile brought me joy. I liked petting your head. I loved how demure you were. Because this will be the last time. Because when I swing this down, I'll forget. This is my first and last bouquet for you. Bad sounds. Kingdom Hearts Wednesday, yippee. Yeah. Perhaps I really did. Love you. Alright, oh. Okay, it was only automatic when in the beginning sequence. Let me, turn myself down a little bit. Sunday we're going to bus now. Somebody's been apologizing for a while now. I wonder what she's apologizing for. Oh, spacebar. Okay. Felt wrong to eavesdrop, so I tried to ignore it. It had been a while since I last went to the city. I only returned to attend the funeral of a relative. Even though I'd lived there until last month, I found the bustle of the city to be overwhelming. Those skyscrapers and the multi-lane roads, the melodious cacophony of the crosswalk. A lot of Rick and Morty's. Yeah, infinite dimensions and infinite amounts of Rick and Morty's. And the campaign speech and blaring in front of the station felt nostalgic. The place where I live now isn't nearly as lively. It's only the chirping of locusts and the babbling of rooks. The cry of the Higurashi, the evening cicadas. Rather than make me feel lonely, that quietness had begun to instill a sense of serenity. There's nothing where I'm living now. You don't just mean there aren't any burger joints. There aren't even vending machines. No music stores, no restaurants, and no arcades. Even an ice cream parlor would be unlikely. Nearest town had some stuff like that, but it's an hour away by bike. But come to think of it, it wasn't really a big deal. There were music stores and arcades and ice cream parlors, but it wasn't like I ever hung out in any of them. I had lived in the city for 10 years and never once had been to an ice cream parlor. Yeah, yeah, Jerry was the star of a couple of infuriating episodes. Should have gone at least once. It's only now that I'm starting to regret that a little. Somebody is still apologizing. Who is she apologizing to? She's apologized so much, so just forgive her already. There's no reason anyone should ever need to apologize so much. I started to feel annoyed at whoever was refusing to forgive her. No matter how bad the mistake, there's nothing that can't be forgiven. I would like to clarify there are some things that cannot be forgiven. There's no such thing as an irreparable mistake. Yes, there is. Just Just need to be more careful next time. She's still apologizing, even now. Then, has she really done something that can't be fixed? I have no idea what she's done, but if it can't be fixed, then that's all the more reason to forgive her. No matter how much she apologizes, nothing will change. But even so, she keeps apologizing in such a heartbreaking voice. Hey, you? The one she's apologizing to? Why don't you just go ahead and forgive her? She's apologizing in such a pathetic voice. Keiichi, we're almost there. Wake up. I was finally aroused from my nap by my father's prodding. Yay! Bright light! Soon the train has reached its final stop. I spent hours riding from the bullet train to the local routes. I do believe that the landscape beyond the window and the city I was in half a day ago were in the same country. No, but they were even from the same era. What are your thoughts on the art style, though? It's really neat. I really love the watercolor paintings in this game. Takes no offense, he takes things too much. It's like absolutely really stubborn about some things. And that just whoa, wait, I didn't read that last part. From there we take the car deeper into the mountains. There we go. Past where the dense forest encroaching on the mountain road suddenly opened up. There it is. There, where I live now. Hinamizawa. Sorry, it's okay. Even though we were approaching summer, the morning air still had a frigid bite. Though in exchange you could fill your lungs up with the crisp, clean air. Flipping open the window, I was greeted with a verdant expanse. Nothing but trees. The neighboring house was far away on the other side. So I was probably the only one enjoying that view and the air. Interesting thing, the town of Hinamizawa is actually based on a real village in Japan, somewhere in the mountains. I don't know exactly where it is. We can't go there, and I think they even have a museum there. Filled my lungs with another deep breath. Since I started living in Hinamizawa, I learned that even air had its own taste. I quickly finished getting ready for school and headed downstairs for breakfast. You know, for some reason, that reminds me of a line I read in the book. Like the family was driving through Tennessee. They were up in the mountains, and the kids were like putting their hands out out of the window, feeling the air, and it's like, and Dad was just going, "Yeah, you're coming your hands through God's beard." Can't remember what book that's from. Different show called Solar Opposites. I haven't heard of it. Should probably look it up later. Quickly finished getting ready for school and headed downstairs for breakfast. My mother was the only one there. Father was nowhere to be seen. Hear people saying Rick and Morty season 10 will be the last season. Well, that might be a good thing. You don't want it to run for like over 30 years like The Simpsons has, and do the case of seasonal rot. That's what it's called, right? Seasonal rot. It might be good for some things to just end at a certain point. He was probably up working until the early morning. Dad had a rather unconventional job as a painter. Such a laid-back profession. Get up when you want, sleep when you want, and work when you want. I was so jealous of that easygoing lifestyle. I even wrote for school that I wanted to be a painter when I grew up. Dad was ecstatic about that. Just because it looked easy. No, never tell him that though. Mom laid breakfast out on the table. Seaweed, pickled vegetables, raw egg, and grilled salmon. My mom was such a good cook, it was scary. Rick and Morty came out in 2013. Yeah, 10, 11, 12, 13 years? 13, 14 years, that's probably a good place to stop. A perfect, immaculate, ideal breakfast. Unlike my dad, who didn't even know the meaning of the word schedule, my mom never squandered any time or effort. You're alright. I just wanted to keep focusing on the narrating for the game. She hummed a little tune as she brought over the miso soup. Seemed like she was in a good mood today. So happy you've been waking up early since we moved here, Keiichi. If I don't wake up early, I won't have time to eat breakfast. Good answer. Thought I was being cute, responding with a wisecrack after being praised for being good. Full bowl of rice, or will half be enough? Pile it on. First I savored the steaming hot rice with the seaweed. After that I covered it with the egg. Between bites of rice I enjoyed the crunch of the pickles. Oh, he's going really in detail in this. Not bad at all. Excellent as usual. Watching me clean my plate, Mom gave me a warm smile. So happy you haven't skipped breakfast ever since we moved here, Keiichi. I was not a morning person when we lived in the city. Slept right until the last minute before school, and rarely ate breakfast. Boycotting the breakfast Mom made me each morning, that was probably the only way I could protest being forced to attend cram school. Guess that was what you called my rebellious face. Once much as look at the breakfast she woke up early to make every day to make. If I can go back in time, I'd slap myself. Mindful of the time, Rom marched me along with a wide grin. Show is hilarious. Oh, it is. Hey Flash, welcome to the stream. Isn't it about time you meet up with Reina-chan? Hurry. Mom really seemed to enjoy the fact that her son was going to school with a girl. How goes the madness? Oh, we're not there yet. We got like a while before the madness begins. Rena is one of my classmates. She loves looking after people, coming to meet me every day without fail. The way I looked at it, guy my age walking to school with a girl was just lame. And I would like to reiterate, this was based in 1980s. But we kept going. But well, keeping a classmate waiting for me every day wouldn't be very considerate. Seriously though, how long does Brenna wait there for me every morning? Sorry if I'm stumbling a little bit. Taking one last gulp of miso soup, I raced for the door. Please thank Rena-chan for the pickles. Come to think of it, those pickles weren't store-bought, were they? If I'd known that, I would have savored them a bit more. Morning! Chirp, chirp! There she is! Keiichi-kun! Good morning! Cheerful greeting was as fresh as the morning itself. You're always so early. Should try sleeping in sometime. If I sleep in, I'll keep you waiting. She's so conscientious. What is that word? I don't come across it very often. Conscientious. Goddamn, and such a good person. If that ever happens, I'll just leave you behind. Keiichi-kun, you're so cold. I'll wait for you all the time. I'll leave you in the dust, without looking back. Why are you so mean? Why? Rena had a slightly troubled look on her face. Toying with her was rather fun because of how quickly her mood changed. No kidding, I'd wait for you. Those words, Rena seemed to relax. Her face flushed bright red. Ah, thank you. I'd wait forever until you came, Rena. No matter how long. Forever? Rena turned bright red, steam rising from her head as her brain short-circuited. She's especially weak to this sort of talk. Imagine a universe will do— oh no, you would not want that. A lot of me, that would be nothing but trouble. It's quite rare to find someone with this that's this fun to tease. Sorry, had to take a sip of coffee. Have you ever read a romance novel, Rena? Huh? I haven't. Never read any before. I don't buy it. That response, I gathered she was interested in them, but was embarrassed to actually buy one. I can imagine what would happen if she did read one. She'd probably turn red and pass out. Yeah, message from Mom. She says thanks for the pickles. Someone at my door? I had a thought earlier today. When I had kids, I was gonna raise them to be a bunch of evil masterminds. You probably don't want like an infinite number of that. It was nothing. You're welcome. How were they? Not too salty? They weren't that salty. Actually, they had a pretty light flavor to them. Would have been fine to just be honest and say that they were good, but apparently I couldn't be that forthright. I'd like to ask something before that. Were you the one who pickled them, Rena? Or was it your mom? Huh? Why do you ask? Were they too salty? Her attitude completely changed as she began to panic frantically. Was it you, Rena? Why are you asking who made them? Why? Depending on who made them, my opinion of them might change drastically. Oh my god, this guy's a dick. Huh? She counted frantically on her fingers, trying to remember the amount of salt she used to pickle them. Wasn't like I was trying to tease her, but just couldn't stop myself. Yeah, I'm not reading that. Rena nervously opened and closed her mouth over and over, trying to muster a response. It was me. Delicious. Huh? Pretty good. Just like the last ones. Went perfectly with the rice. Her face went bright red again. She was completely spacing out. Truly was a lot of fun to tease her. Pray that Rena never gets taken advantage of by some lowlife. Oh no. No, you don't want a bunch of Cocos running around. Just one's enough. Keep at. Like I said, some lines I'm not gonna read because these kids are crazy. It especially amps up in the second chapter. Let's go. Let's go. Keep me on waiting. We'll never hear the end of it. Seeing as she just... Oh, that was him speaking. Seeing as she just keeps spacing out otherwise, Cloud ran it back to reality so we can make our way to school. This strange, easily flustered girl is Rena Ryugu. Only just known her for about a month, but I've come to realize it's not just her name that's strange. Mi-chan, good morning. Coming to the next rendezvous point, we saw another person waiting for us. Noticing us, she waved. Ah, finally! You two are late. Usually you're the... It begins! Usually you're the one who's late. Sharp contrast to the diligent Rena. This one marched to the beat of her own drum. She's Mion Sonozaki. What it's worth, she's our senior and head of the class. Morning, Rena. And it's been a while, Kei-chan. How many years? I was only off 2 days. You don't say. You were so much cuter back then. Mion's gaze started at my chest and dropped straight down, focusing. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa! Whoa! Nope. Bruh. Yeah, I'm skipping over this. This is getting weird. I actually did watch the sequel series. Oh, am I stuck? No. No, I think I'm fine. What is this writing? I want to reiterate, this was set in the 80s. I don't know how much that excuses it, but yeah. Not read that? No, I'm not reading it. So anyway, YouTube, like, what the fuck you playing? Oh, I hope not. I'm not reading it aloud, so hopefully it's fine. Okay, here we go. We're safe now. How was it? Seeing the city again. Mian switched gears, dropping the dirty talk and changing the topic to something more befitting the pleasant morning. Only went for a funeral. I didn't have much time. So yeah, did you look for it? That thing I asked for? You're not listening at all. Just came back from a funeral. Didn't have time to look around in toy stores. Toy stores and hobby shops are completely different, you know. It's really difficult to get Western stuff around here after all. Is this about games again, Mi-chan? Mian nodded proudly as Rena giggled. Yep, I wanted K-chan to bring back a Westport catalog, you see. Westport was short for Western imported games. That abbreviation did make it sound pretty geeky. You can just get them to send you one in the mail, can't you? Well, I guess I have to now. Gonna get another game full of hot action. This time I like a game that's easy to understand. Mian is a board and card game enthusiast. I hear she's collected quite a lot of different ones. According to Rena, Mian's room has become a museum for domestic and foreign games. There's a game you think I'd understand, let me play it too. Heh, of course. K-chan is up for it. Should warn you though, we're pretty tough. That's what I want. Play all sorts of games I don't intend to lose. Whoa. We'll let you in on the group. Then we'll let you in the group this time. I guess. Bristling with joy from head to toe, Lorena looked back and forth between me and Mian. Mian gave her an affirmative wink, and her expression perked up even further. Thought boys preferred playing outside more, so figured you wouldn't want to. Renan laughed happily. It was such a friendly conversation, you wouldn't think I just moved here less than a month ago. I understood that they did all they could to make a transfer student like me feel at home. I have to try harder to fit in so they won't feel like they have to try and make me feel welcome. Felt like if I acted a bit more open than I usually am, I'd probably be about right for this place. There we go. Kinda stumbled a little bit there. Hinamizawa was a really small village. Not only was there only one school, but there was only one class. Class encompasses all different grades and ages. There are about 30 students at different levels, and they all studied in the same class. Told that long ago, there used to be a bigger school building and they had actual separate classes. However, it seems something happened that made it become a single class. Now it stayed that way out of tradition. Woo! Big swig. I was shocked at first, but humans adapt pretty quickly. We're going to I need to learn to not try to rush through this. We're getting quite used to it. Sound of children playing started right from the morning. Such a lively mood, it felt more like a kindergarten than a proper school. Not that that was a bad thing. Mian, who had been walking in front of us up until then, suddenly let me take the lead. Right in front of the classroom door. So, I was meant to slide the door open and into the room first. Huh. Too bad I wasn't going to fall for that again. To think you'd give up the lead here. You meant for this to be a test of my skills. Mian chuckled with a haughty smirk on her face. What is it, you guys? Step back, Rena. It's dangerous. She's here. Huh? Then Satoko-chan is... Her name is Satoko Hojo. She was a disrespectful, impudent, bossy kid. The way she talks was annoying, but it would be immature to get worked up over just that. The real problem was this. Spot the obvious trap. Blackboard eraser wedged in the door. Too obvious, Satoko. Haughty laugh came from beyond the door. Excellent, Kei-chan. That means you win this round. I guess that means you win this round. No, this is Satoko we're talking about. Doubt this is it. Falling for such intricate traps since the day I transferred, I no longer let my guard down. Satoko liked to combine a variety of traps. Traps that were simply there to bait you into the main one. Traps that relentlessly kept coming at you like a sadistic Rube Goldberg machine. The list goes on. What does that mean? I have no idea what that means. Someone's being clever, they almost never misfire. When you least expect it, she strikes. No escape, no time to relax. By the looks of it, this eraser is normal. No rocks or anything in it. Took a heavy hit from a blackboard eraser loaded with rocks on my first day. So then, why don't you just open the door and let it drop? That's what it is. That's what Satoko was after. Making me focus my attention upwards, so as I lifted my hand to the door, there was thumbtacks stuck to the sliding door handle with tape. Frightening trap. Potent and terrifying trap. Sealed by using the blackboard eraser. Press the combination, Satoko. In the end, it's nothing more than trivial machinations of a child. Tripped by my victory, I threw the door open, stepped into the room. Felt something strange at my ankle. Similar to the sensation of a jump rope catching my leg. By the time I realized she had me hook, line, and sinker, it's already too late. Began to fall in an almost picturesque manner. Kei-chan, watch out! Instinctively reacting toward to. Okay, gotta slow down. Instinctively reacting to Mion's shrill warning, I twisted my body in midair before I landed on the floor. Ow, ow, ow! An inkstone filled to the brim was placed right where I would have landed. Shuddered, imagining the situation had I landed square on it. You are evil! This kid's evil. My, what do we have here? Fair morning to you, Keiichi-san. Are we alive we won this morning? Still sprawled in an awkward position, I was greeted by a mocking voice. That was a step up from your usual trap, Satoko. I haven't the faintest idea what you mean. You're quite unlucky this morning. You little... Ow, ow, ow. Seemed I'd inadvertently sprained my back a little when I landed. Rather than landing on that inkstone. My hand gently rubbed my head. Pain, pain, go away. Small, dainty hand continued to gently stroke my head. Didn't sprain your back or anything, did you? Rub it like this, the pain disappears. Thought about asking how rubbing my head would help my back, but didn't. It's not much to do about what you actually do, it's the thought that counts. Yeah, thanks Rika-chan. Pain's going away now. Interesting start, huh? Yay, Rika-chan, good morning. Good morning to you, Rena. Good morning to all. Rika-chan greeted each of us with an adorable little bow. It was infectious. Rena, Mia, and I bowed back. Such a good kid, Rika-chan. So much better than Satoko. Glared over in her direction. Satoko was whistling while rather deliberately trying to avoid eye contact. I am the very model of good. Good girl wouldn't set those nasty traps. Nothing but lies and slander. Exactly what proof? Ah! Picked up Sadako by the back of her collar. She looks like a oh my goodness. But a cat wouldn't be setting traps. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Try saying that. You won't say it. Cocked my index finger on my thumb, letting it tremble as I brought it closer to Sadako's forehead. I'm against violence. Don't even have any proof. Just so you know, my forehead flick really hurts. You can split plywood right in half. Stop! Get away from me, you beast! God damn. She knows what she's doing. Small hand tugged at the back of my shirt. She's been lonely since you were gone for 2 days. Aw, how could I do anything more after being told that? She only released my grip on Satako, who at this point was on the verge of tears. Still had her eyes clamped shut as she braced herself for the forehead flick. Ah! Yep, she knows what she's doing. Don't cry, Sadako. Keep on fighting, yeah? Rika gently petted the head of her prankster friend. You would never guess that these two were the same age. I think Sadako could learn a thing or a million from Rika-chan. Next time, set an even more amazing trap. Wait a minute. Oh, nope, Brandon's gone. You can't take them home. Oh, but they're so cute. Can't, no matter how cute they are. But just for a bit, it's fine. It's fine. Rena kept the cutesy face even when as outrageous ideas spewed from her mouth. According to Mion, Rena is ridiculously weak to cute things. Always tries to take them home. Object or person. Suing is bad, but abducting people is even worse. Give it up. Aww. Girl ever goes missing in Hinamizawa, we first to turn Rena into the authorities. Okay. Teacher's coming. Quickly, clean everything up. Sadako, the ink stone is yours, right? Just from Mion's single statement, the entire mood of the room shifted back to normal. The inkstone was bad, but the thumbtack stuck to the door handle were an even bigger problem. Pulled the tape off carefully, making sure not to scare myself. Even though Sadako was the one who set it up, everyone had to pick up after her. Then the teacher entered the room. The bedlam from before had been neatly tidied up. You made it in time. Rise, attention. Ian gave out the morning commands. Difficult being the teacher for all these different grades in one classroom. She has to teach something different to each one. But naturally, she ends up spending all her time with the younger kids. Rena and Mion, being the highest grade in the class, end up mostly doing self-study. They even end up helping teach the younger kids, so it seems like they can never get to their own studies. They're actually way behind where my studies have progressed to. As a result, I'm pretty much taking over for the teacher and helping Rena and Mion with their studies. You're a pretty good teacher, Keiichi-kun. Easy to understand. Rena took a breather after finishing highlighting an important section. Teaching is making me lose confidence. It makes me aware of how shallow my understanding of the subject is. They say that to teach someone something, you need to understand it backwards and forwards. So while you're teaching us, you're getting in your own practice. In contrast, this person over here is quite... as is fair about things. I have no idea what that word is. For one, isn't she supposed to be in a higher grade than me? Look, man, this is for your own good. Don't take this seriously. There'll be trouble later on. These marks. It's not like I'm aiming to go into a prestigious school. I'll be fine as long as I pick up what I need to know from the entrance exams little at a time. Staunch defiance was really something else. This was a different type of relax that somebody who already knew what was going beyond the entrance exams. Mii-chan, Keiichi-kun's doing his best to teach us. You need to try hard too. Such a good and honest kid, Rena. Make sure you guys get accepted into a good school. What? Thanks so much. Especially you, Rena. Oh dear. Puff of smoke shaped like a halo popped out of Rena's head. Exactly what kind of private lesson is she fantasizing about that's making her turn so red? I'd like to hear the play-on-play about that next time. While Mion was flipping through her vocabulary flashcards, she threw out a casual question. So in the city, do you have to study this much? If you don't know at least this much, you can't get into university. So you studied just to get into university? Well, yeah, basically. Well, knowing that this stuff won't ever come in handy in the future. Now here you can get into university as long as your attendance is good enough. Really? Study equals entrance exams. What the? Siri! Go away! What the fuck? Having that basic law of the universe so easily overturned sent me into a state of shock. I don't know how Siri activated from all of that. I didn't even say anything remotely close, did I? That is right. There aren't really enough people around here to warrant weeding them out with an exam. If anyone can get into university, then there's no need to be uptight about this stuff, right? Well, that's true, but you should at least know stuff that's common knowledge. Siri wants to join too. Ah, get out of here, Siri. That's kind of funny. This little geezer thinks that instead of wasting time studying pointlessly, should be spending your precious teen years doing more meaningful things. Too profound of a statement to simply laugh off. But since it was me on it, probably didn't actually have that deep of a meaning. Placed as a chime, the sound of the principal waving a handbill drifted through the classroom. Okay, Chan, we're done. We're done. It's our wonderful lunchtime. Complete 180 from her unmotivated state, Mion gave the commands that signaled the end of the morning period. I'd have been making a very troubled face. Ernest smiled brightly at me. Alright. Let's eat. Seemed to be different cliques even within the class. Most of them were divided by gender and age, but our group was different. So I kind of zoned out a little bit. Level of openness makes a transfer student like me pretty happy. Rena and Mion pushed their desks together so they were facing each other. At the same time, Sadako and Rika-chan were slowly lugging their desks over as well. Keiichi-kun, hurry, hurry! Rena waved her chopsticks in an unrefined manner, trying to hurry me along. As everyone was together, they wouldn't even open their lunch boxes. Damn, those are some big words. Even though Sadako was hurling insults at me, she still wouldn't open the lid to her lunchbox until I was there. Put on my lunchbox and swiftly dragged my chair over to join the circle. Hey, sorry to keep you waiting. Well then, Representative Me, please give the signal to start. First it was kind of embarrassing, but I got used to it pretty fast. At this point, I probably wouldn't even open my own lunchbox if someone else was too slow. Our ages and genders may have been different, but we were all friends. Let's see. The sound of her little 5-part chorus echoed beautifully throughout the classroom. Really though, I've gotten pretty used to this group. There were other boys in the class, but they were all a lot younger, so they were scared to approach me. What is this mindset? What the hell? Put all the side dishes in the middle where everyone was free to pick at them. Thought they wouldn't mind sharing a meal with the guy, so I was a bit flustered joining in. However, Mion noticed that and teased me quite a bit. As a result of my efforts, I can now reach over and take sides from anybody's lunch. My, isn't Sir Keiichi's lunch extravagant today? My, isn't Sadako's lunch extravagant as well? Dude stuff has a nice look to it, rather trendy. Buying into the fight that Sadako was starting, our chopsticks locked in a cross counter, stabbing into each other's lunch. Oh, this taro is good. Stew stuff is good too. Too, even cold. Seeing my happy face, Rika's Chan's expression broke into a low smile. I saved some dinner from last night. By the way, Sadako and Rika-chan's lunches are always the same. Seems that Rika-chan makes it for both of them every day. Rika-chan made this too? This tastes like mom's home cooking. I was honestly impressed. Carrot rosettes formed from a mold that were done by hand with a knife. That's not easy to do. Sorry. Guess Rika-chan's just good at that sort of thing. She's really good at sewing, laundry, and stuff like that. Amazing, right? Rika's crying exception was many ways. I'm not doing that laugh. That laugh is very annoying, even in the anime. That's nothing for you to boast about. Brenna's actually better at cooking than I am. Huh? Ah. Well, you know. Seemed that the topic of a conversation switched to Brenna when she wasn't expecting it, making her blush and trip over her words. Brenna's lunch really was the star of the table. Not only did it look good, it tasted good. Everyone else pulled from Brenna's lunchbox constantly. Everyone else liked this one so much before, so I made a lot this time. It's good, I hope. It's got high marks for me. Yeah, Mion, you're taking too much. Knocking Mion's chopsticks aside, I reached out and secured my own portion. Sadako and Rika-chan reached over at the same time and struggle ensued. Everyone shoveled in mouthfuls after mouthful while praising it, and Rena's lunchbox was soon empty. Kinda bad that no one thought to leave anything for Rena. But Rena seemed not rather satisfied as she looked on. How'd you like it? Isn't Rena San's extremely good cook too? Quite different from Keiichi-san. Said that's nothing for you to boast about. Not much different from Keiichi and Sadako. Can you tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower yet? Sadako's face went pale. Oh no, she doesn't. Hey, even I can tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower, you know. Of course I can. I really can. It's really hard for her to lie. She knows all these big words. She knows all those big words and she can't tell the difference. It's kinda sad. Keiichi-kun, both taste good when they're boiled and topped with mayo, right? Shouldn't be picking on her. Mi-chan too. Rena hurriedly tried to follow up, but Mion laughed haughtily as she drew close to Sadako. Well, let's just pretend it's a little home ec lesson. Now then, Sadako, what is this? Mion lifted her chopsticks. Between them was a piece of green stuff wrapped in bacon. But that's very... Mion made eye contact with me, and within 3 seconds, I had Rika-chan's mouth covered. Wanting a piece of bacon wrapped asparagus and giving her two choices, but she's pretty terrible. The yellow one is cauliflower. No, wait. The green one is cauliflower. So which? Probably The yellow one is broccoli, and the blue one is cauliflower. The green one is um blue. Where'd the blue come from? Where'd the blue come from? You really know which is which? Why don't you just give up? Expect no rest from the class representative. The oldest. The way she drives people into a corner just shows how much experience she has. This is just a hunch, but being brought into the son of the Saki household must be quite the ordeal. Oh, they're adding crayons to it? Oh shit. Oh, hang on a second. Coco! Boop! I do know. I really do. They answer the question. I know, I know. I can't do fake crying. Well, I can, but I don't want to be too loud. She finally broke down and started crying. When she acts like this, she actually does seem her age. Ah, cute! Okay, Rena's hopeless. She was like this in the anime too. At least in the reboot. Reboot, sequel, whatever that was. Yo, the second season of that show was crazy. Really, really content face. One that wouldn't care if the world ended right then. It was that kind of smile. Yep, completely hopeless. She is cooked. Rena! Me's picking on me. Okay. Rena will take care of all those bad people who tease my little sister. It was like a flash of lightning. What was that just now? Both of Rena's fists shot out from at supersonic speeds, striking me squarely in our faces. Before we knew it, Mion and I were sprawled on the floor, staring up at the ceiling with matching welts on our faces. This is the first time you caught and run, right? Today she went easy on us. Easy? You know something harder than this? That Mion and I both slumped our heads back to the floor in unison. No, Anna, be careful when I'm within striking range of Rena. This music is bumping though. See, Sadako-chan, I took care of them. Cute. Let's take you home. Making sure Rena couldn't see it, Sadako stuck her tongue out at us. Damn it all. Using Rena like a puppet. Mika-chan massaged our bruises without saying a word. Oh, there's the bell. Remember what the day had held? The last school bell always came too soon. Our shadow stretched off into the distance. Hey, Keiichi-kun. Tomorrow, do you have plans or anything? Huh? Such a direct question from Rena. I inadvertently blushed. If it was for a date, then We need to do it more subtly. When it saw me lost for words and realized that I misunderstood, so trying to read as well. No, I didn't mean it like that. You see. Oh, excuse me. Since it's always fun when Rana panic is in a panic, went along with it a little. Oh, really? So it wasn't meant that way? Huh? Huh? Playing it up, I slumped my shoulders, feigning dejection. Keiichi-kun, why are you so disappointed? Why? Chan. Unable to hold it in any longer, Leon slapped me on the back. See, this old geezer never knew you could push your buttons like that. What? Leon was rolling on the floor, clutching her stomach while Rena's flailed around completely bewildered. Couldn't help but start laughing as well, feeling just a bit guilty. I ruffled Rena's hair. Kidding, sorry. It was a joke. That was my fault. Huh? A joke? Since when? About halfway through? Halfway? Okay, Chan, that means you weren't acting when you blushed at the start. Oh god, she's got him. It's only a momentary lapse, but there's no way Mia would let such details slip by her. Well, you see, saying anything more was also a bad idea. Goodness. So that Mia continued to tease me about it for a while. So, why were you asking if I'm free tomorrow, Rana? Huh? Oh, what were you talking about? It's been so long that Rana had forgotten. It's all on Leon that teased me. It's just, Kei-chan, you probably can't find your way around Hinamizawa by yourself yet, can you? That was true. I hate to say it, but if you blindfolded me, spun me around 3 times like we were playing pin and tail at a donkey, I wouldn't be able to tell up from down here. Yeah, I don't think I know how to get anywhere besides back and forth from school. Yes, you see, tomorrow we were thinking that Michan and I could escort you through Hinamizawa and show you around. That'll be a godsend, frankly, and I was happy about the offer. Oh, I worded out a little differently. You'll come, of course, right? If I'm free. You're being invited by a girl you know. If I'm free. Goodness. Probably free anyways. Oh, I see what he's doing. He's being stubborn so as not to give her a clear yes or no. Even though I thought it was a godsend, it was too much of a scam to say it up front. Keiichi-kun, you're not free, perhaps? While Mia and I had our rather sour back and forth, Rena peeked over at me hesitantly. Figured it had been a bit too rough on her, I just gave in. Sorry, forgive me. I apologize. I'm free. Great! Trepidation disappeared from Rena's face as it blossomed into a smile. Hey now! Seems like there's quite a difference between how cold you are to me compared to Rena, isn't there? Seems to me I didn't care for how rude I was to her compared to how quickly I agreed with Rena. But her being annoyed was very interesting. So I pushed Rena forward, speeding our pace to leave Meow behind. Let's go, Rena. Maybe it should be just the two of us tomorrow. Leave a grumpy old Meon behind. Whoa, if Keiichi-kun is okay with that, then I'm the one who came up with the idea to take him around. Don't ignore me, Keiichi. Granted, the two of us could go on a picnic together. Should we... Gosh. If we're bringing a basket, I'll make all the food, maybe. Oh dear. Well then, I'm going home now, right now, to start making it. Tomorrow's gonna be so much fun. Later, Keiichi-kun, Mi-chan, bye. Yep, there she goes. She's off. Rena bonded off like she was walking on the moon. After the dust settled, all that was left was me standing next to Meon, sprawled out onto the ground, with a welt on her face. Are you alright? There was over 2 meters between you guys. So since you came, they become sharper. So Geezer's body can't handle it. Maybe it'd be easier if you stopped saying stuff that makes Rena want to hit you. Or maybe this will end up being Meon's slapstick comedy hour. He's devious too. All of them are. Just in different ways. If that happens, the results might be fatal. I feel bad, Meon. You're probably the only one who can dodge your jabs. I felt like it was her knee, though. It would be that we were hanging out with an unrivaled martial arts master. Maybe someday we'll see her debut in the extreme contact sport. Can't lose to Rena. You need to train up and have a rematch. Kei-chan, you should. This old geezer will root for you. Me and I reaffirmed our determination to discover a way to counter Rena's infallible technique. The watercolor paintings in this game is like really pretty. You've received new tips. Okay, so these will appear like, let me save first. So we'll get these little tips in between each chapter. Right now though, I need to get a refill on my coffee. I'll be right back. Oh, I forgot how ominous this music is. I was listening to that. Alright, so basically what these are is just pretty much world building. We'll get like different things like little side scenes like these. Sometimes newspaper clippings and other stuff. Welcome back, thank you. Alright, let's get into this. So Rena, we're the same age. Yes, that's right. We're the same zodiac animal too. You know, would it be weird if we were the same age but not the same zodiac animal? That's not true. If your birthday isn't the same, then you can't have different animals even if you're the same age. Huh? Oh, I see. Neon, you're pretty smart. When was we born, by the way, Chicken? I'm July. Rena smirked and puffed up with pride. Not planning to be all high and mighty if her birthday was a wee bit sooner than mine, is she? Don't even possible to challenge me on my birthday. Wouldn't even mind if you bet $1 per month. Huh? Huh? Why? Why? Rena panicked at suddenly being challenged to a wager. Given how panicked she is, I'm certain she doesn't have much allowance left this month. It's just sending her into a panic about something as simple as a birthday is fine. I can't help myself. So that means you were born in April. Right on. Too bad, Rena. Sorry, just taking a bite of the sandwich. Oh. I see. Then you're the same age as me, Chan. Oh, just a few months. That gap will open up again soon enough. Neon snickered through her nose. And no, that's not something you get all high and mighty about. If I'm willing to talk. I didn't mention it. You're a higher grade, right, Mion? What the fuck? What is that statement? Hey Chan, you're not making any sense to me. By seeing Rena blushing face, you can tell she knew exactly what she meant by it, though. And Sadako and Rika-chan are underclassmen. The grade is so different that they could be in a different school, shouldn't they? They should be in a different school. You don't make any sense yourself, Rena. These statements are just weird. Just grab onto her head and scruff it up a bit. Ah, stop it! You are not having my sandwich, dog. Go away. Help! She got after my sandwich. I'll give you one piece of egg, but then you have to leave me alone. Goodness, I spoil her. I wondered about it before, yeah. So wondering why this school has different school years all mixed up. There aren't enough classrooms. Can't help it. This building is being rented from the Forestry Service after all. She says it like that, it makes sense. Thought about her school. I thought her school was strange for a while now. Schoolyard is gravel. There are rooms that aren't for classes, and there's some strange sort of construction machinery parked here. Why is it being borrowed? What happened to the real school? There was one here for forever from before the war. It got dilapidated. They closed it down. Probably was a grand schoolhouse. Well, because of that, the students would have to attend the schools in the city. Pretty far though, you know? Good sandwich. Which school would that be? Do you know there is a school if you pass by the Okinomiya train station? Turn at the hospital and head towards the pediatrics department. What? It's so far. I couldn't tell where that was by the location, but I understood it was pretty far from Rena's reaction. You are not. Alright, one more piece of egg. Circle? Circle? One more circle? Good girl. Making her work for it. Well, that's why. The guy that didn't want to commute to Okinomiya rented out the building from the Forestry Services. And they're attending the pseudo schoolhouse here. About half the children in Hinamizawa go here. Quite a lot of kids that come here on bike. Well, since they're attending this really messed up school, it might be pretty hard for them to get into the higher education. Is that true, Mi-chan? Study properly, you can go anywhere you want. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Totally agree with Ren on this one. Yeah, that's right. That's right. But let's try our best. All of you try your best. This old man will be rooting for you. Not just us, you too. You should be preparing for exams, shouldn't you? Fine, that's fine. Sorry, hang on a sec. If I get stuck, I'll just mooch off a Chan as he works forever. What do you mean by work forever? What do you mean? Hey! You're too loud. Quiet during self-study. Teacher yelled at the three of us. That's completely our fault. Come here, you. Psycho saw and chortled haughtily. Stuck my tongue out at her in response. Just as Mian says, this school has nothing to do with higher education. But it makes up for that by having lots of valuable things other schools don't. Right, onto the uniforms. Come here, you. It's only June, but it's already so hot. Hear the Higurashi outside chirping, and at night there are mosquitoes. Goddamn mosquitoes. You might as well be summer already. My only salvation was that the mornings were so cool. Summer, I do declare. Sadako was flapping her skirt languidly. Pretty unladylike there. Even if she was a little brat. Goodness. Keiichi does seem quite cool with just a single button-up shirt. So jealous. My other thing. God. God damn it. This writing. What are you doing? God damn. Actually, it's quite stuffy, you know. I believe what you're wearing would feel much cooler. But it would be more fun with cute clothes. Feeling Yatako and Sadako's base values were fundamentally different. Speaking of which, our school doesn't have a uniform. Yeah, it doesn't. As long as they're proper, then regular clothes are just fine. There are quite a few students in regular clothes. There are a few wearing uniforms, but they're all the same design and rather plain. What's the uniform they're all wearing? They're all the same. That's the city school uniform. That's the city school's uniform. It's not like there's a rule, but they're all wearing them. Speaking of which, everyone in our group is wearing a different uniform, aren't we? Did you go out of your way to get them from somewhere? Why, yes. Mion-san supplied them. Ichin's relatives run a secondhand clothing store. They can get school clothes from all over the country for cheap, they say. So you asked those relatives to get a bunch of unique school uniforms then? That Mion, she probably loves using her friends as dress-up dolls. Must be strange second. That must be a strange secondhand clothing store. Guess that's secondhand, but stocking clothes from schools all over the country? It's pretty strange. It's point stocking up clothes from faraway schools they know nothing about. Yeah, I think so too. I've used school swimsuits and PE uniforms. I don't like the idea of having used ones. Doesn't sound like that shop makes much money. Probably have me on pitching help so they can make a bit more. But Mian says it'll be a big hit and become a great store. such conviction. That secondhand clothing store that stocks school uniforms will be a big hit. I don't get it. Okay, that's it for the tips. See. I can probably keep going a little longer. Let's see if I can get to the end of the second chapter. I want to try and get at least halfway through before my voice gives out. Took a little too easy on the morning of my day off. I was totally late. Today was the day Rana and Mion were going to show me around Hinamizawa. Rana and Mion were already waiting at the meeting place. Hey Chan, you're late. Sorry. The show I was watching last night was real interesting. Explain that. Oh, so that's your excuse for being late and keeping two girls waiting. I really love Rena's dress. All the bows and stuff. Really cute. Hey Chan, you just got here yourself. Last night's episode of Day of Life of was interesting, wasn't it? So she was just as guilty as me. Rena was carrying a pretty heavy looking handbag. What is that? Mian answered my unspoken question with a wink. That's right. Rena really did make a picnic. Okay, Chan, after you left, Rena put out all the stops. The bows do make it distinct. It's not like I forced her to do it. It was nothing, so don't worry about it, okay? She's been like this since last night, you know. Alright. Goodness. This writing, goddammit. Let's both turn around and slowly look at Rena. Our gazes drift downwards to the massive handbag she was carrying. It didn't seem logically feasible that it would be entirely filled with lunchboxes. Except this was Rena we were talking about here. About 2 kilos, I guess. When Rena was picking it up, I could see she was struggling a bit. I say 5. You're exaggerating. Thought you could probably eat a lot, so I made a lot, okay? Let's get going. Heave ho! Just from the way she was lifting it up, I couldn't believe it. The only things in there were lunchboxes. Correction. I say 5 kilos too. I'll help out, but all of it needs to be eaten. The only thing I could do at that moment was exercise a bit to make myself hungrier. Having finished with the pleasantries, we began our leisurely stroll. Carefree walk bathed in the gentle morning sunlight. Couldn't even have imagined something so wholesome existed during my time in the city. These were the boonies after all, so no slovenly desk jockeys trying to work on weekends out here. It really was a nice place, peaceful and quiet. As sparsely populated as the village was, you could still run into people just by walking around. Yeah, good day. Good day. Oh, would you be my Barakun, I believe? The two companions exchanged greetings with everybody as we ran across. All these passers-by even knew my name. When did I become this famous? I passed 3 people and when all 3 of them knew me, I started to feel a bit paranoid. It's a bit sad to say. Everyone knows everyone since there are so few people here in Hinamizawa. So that means when an unfamiliar face walks by, they automatically assume that Maybara fellow who just moved here. Yeah, that's how it works out. Perhaps process of elimination you can only pull off in a place like this, but it was quite effective. Small town, news travels fast. The gossip mills are a bitch. Okay, sorry. Oh, well, I'll keep going. From now on, I'd better make sure to maintain a good reputation. The day I'm discovered accidentally gawking at a dirty magazine in the bookstore, can't expect all the villagers labeling me as a lich by the next day. Like I said, gossip mills are a bitch. Hinamizawa is not to be trifled with. That's not the end of this nightmare. Of course I know them. First person we met was an old man Takazel from the Makino bike shop. Oh god, I'm starting to lose it. His hobbies are bonsai and playing the flute. Next we met the grocer's second son, Daisuke-kun. His hobby is sharpshooting, and he hopes to be an ace sniper in the future. The person we just met was Mio-san, the nurse from the clinic. Her hobbies are birdwatching and photography. They know everything. Holy shit. You know the names of everyone when we pass by? And even their profiles? Seeing my surprise, Mio and Ren exchanged looks and personal laughter. Well, yeah. I don't like the city where people hardly know their neighbors. Then let's try it out. You there, who am I? SK is definitely poaching deer. Oh, I hope not. You're Keiichi Maibara. I see some mean things, but you're actually a kind, shy person. It's been 3 weeks since you transferred here. Your hobby is taking afternoon naps. Lately you switched up. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's enough, that's enough. Cease! Apparently there's absolutely nothing can keep you hidden here. Hinamizawa is not a place to be trifled with. God damn. This writing is so weird. This feels more like you guys are showing me off rather than showing me around. How does she know that? Well, I don't know, and I'm kind of afraid to know. That's right. We're parading around like this after all. Don't you think so too? Oh my goodness. Kei-chan is fitting right in here in Hinamizawa. Population in Hinamizawa is shrinking, so the villagers welcome anybody who's new here. I thought about brushing it off with something to the effect of "you kidding me," but I held back. Had I ever greeted someone who just moved into the city like this before? Thinking about it made me believe that what they said wasn't a joke after all. We passed another person. Of course, we were called out again to the same way. Called out to again the same way. Oh my, good day. Wonderful seeing you getting along. Sorry to hear it's Fujishima-san. Good day. Uh-oh. How are you getting used to life here? Instead of regurgitating repair response like I would have in the city, I responded with an emphatic nod. The old woman chuckled, voicing her appreciation of how energetic I was. Good. I looked back over to Rena and Mion. They gave me a wink. So, now then, what time we have lunch, maybe? Rena's brilliant smile was signaling the approach of an event that both Mion and I were trying to forget. Oh, people got no problem with this and good sense of humor. When you get old, you just kind of learn to laugh at some things, I guess. No, when I was watching the show, it did kind of strike me as weird that Mion, clicked on the game. That Mion kind of refers to herself as an old man or an old geezer. Kind of weird. If there's a reason for it, I don't think I've gotten to it. Mion never seemed as reliable as she does right now. Okay. Yeah, I can keep going. Renner, if we're going to eat, we might as well go somewhere with a good view. Ooh, yes. Good idea. Rena nodded her head happily in response to Mion's proposal. Oh, there's the cicadas. Pressing this top of a stone stairway, a shrine drawn straight out of my imagination appeared before us. It had worn out a bit through the years, but the fallen leaves have been swept up, giving it a tidy feeling. This here is the Furude Shrine. It's probably the place with the best view around. This place, be sure to remember it. On our next break, a festival will be held here. Isn't it too early in the season for a festival? The Watanagashi isn't a summer festival. Long ago, it used to be a celebration of the end of winter. It's embarrassing for assuming festivals had to be held in the summer. And then spread out the lunch boxes, and there. Various colored lunch boxes are spread one after another on top of the plastic sheet. Sure did smell delicious. It was Rena's home cooking. Well, without saying that it would be delicious. But even if possible, it is even possible to finish all this. Uh-oh, here comes trouble. Good afternoon. Rika-chan and Satoko. Why are they here? Mion grinned over at me. Oh, I see. This is her secret plan. Power in numbers. Following up when all the pieces are in place. Um, you just had to come since there was such a commotion. What's the meaning of this? Take a look. It's time for lunch. Buffet style. A handmade gourmet meal by Rena. I can see that much. Why have you laid out a tarp on our property? Temple is public grounds, it's not yours. Keiichi is right. This is everyone's property. Have a seat. Eat with us. After opening a spot for Rika-chan, I promptly turned my back on Satoko. Hold on 1 second. Where's my spot? No spot for you, and nothing for you to eat. Don't worry, there's some for you too. None. I'll eat all of hers. I would not allow that. Rika! Here, chopsticks. Both Satoko and I leapt at the boxes, having out with each other. Competition eating. Man, really, Kei-chan, you're really good at leading people on. Might have a talent for this. I have a plate, one for me-chan and Rika-chan too. Rena whipped out pairs of chopsticks and paper plates. Don't hurry, it'll all be eaten up. That's right. See, they're even in competition while eating. It's crazy. Enough for everyone. Rena said as she opened up a thermos. Just then I realized that this lunch was made under the assumption that 5 people would be eating. It didn't change how much there was, but the implication behind it was different. She knew they were gonna be ah! Don't scare me like that! Using your elbows against the rules, Satoko. Grabbing back of my collar is also against the rules. Tough battle, blocking her with full momentum and elbow. The opening move, Satoko appeared to have the upper hand. The difference between our proficiency and chopsticks proved to be fatal and gave me the upper hand. Ah! The last meatball! Lol. Satoko has been bested. Nah. And they've got bottomless pits for stomachs. Satoko and I amiably began choking at the sex. Oh shit, I need to turn myself down. I'm peeking the mic. Oh goodness. Yeah, they are competition eating and like holy shit. This is so wild. They are nuts, but they're also really good friends. Kind of sweet. This is how our meals usually go. Do anything in my power, just so things could stay like this. The intense battle calmed, and finally everyone reached a point where they could begin talking. Sipping tea from the thermos, I let out a small sigh. I do wonder why there are so few words in Japanese to praise how something tastes. Is it because the idea of togetherness during a meal didn't begin until modern era? Seems how long ago people ate in silence. This made people preparing the food a bit sad, don't you think? Probably because back then people were busy even while eating and didn't have the time to compliment the flavor. Just like you. But you know, hearing that it's good makes me happy. All my efforts are worth it. I mean, she blushed a little as she said that. It was so delicious. It's absolutely perfect timing. Rika-chan struck Rana directly. She looked straight at her with an expression of bewitching innocence. What is that phrasing? What the fuck? Ah. Oh dear. Boing. Thank you. Goodness. It's really delicious. Rena flushed red with excitement, embracing Rika's chin. Goodness. To reward Rika-chan for her praise, ta-da! These are special. 2 apple rabbits. And sticking toothpicks into them, she thrust them towards Rika-chan. After Rika-chan accepted them, the mood shifted in a bizarre way. Oh no, they're all after it. What is it, Sadako? What's with that defiant look? Is everyone prepared the proper praise to receive apples from Rena-san? Goodness. Oh, they gotta come up with... Oh my goodness. One thing I noticed after, like, reading this for a bit, they'll, like, spring up random competitions. Even over food, over desserts. Not a competition is like to compliment Rena so much that she gives you stuff. Oh dear, what was it? What did I do? I'm a little scared to like read this out loud. These kids like play dirty. Holy shit. Wasn't even praise. Sadako, give me one like with that. my tea, I started talking, very naturally and calmly, perfectly. Really is good, isn't it? It's all freshly made, right? No. Actually, most of it was frozen stuff. Then which ones did you make fresh? Uh, well, it's embarrassing. Do I really have to say? I already know. This one, right? Huh? Uh, can't believe it was practically run on her face. They're so energetic. If I met a group like this, I would like immediately feel exhausted. How can you tell? Of course, Mion had told me beforehand. It's been perfect so far. Acting like I was shy, I waited a beat. Oh my god. Silence enveloped the area. Fair. Rena's face, still completely red, froze solid. I don't like how the music just stopped there. Of course, I did too. Sure would like to try one of Rena's handmade apple rabbits or something. This is all because I was competing against Sadako. Felt like I completely lost the line a good 9 yards, I think. All the things to say, he could have worded that so much better. Mm-hmm. And at that moment, boom! It was a Tupperware container filled with rabbits. Please eat some, Keiichi-kun. There's plenty for you. And it worked. What the hell? This like dozen of apples were shoved into my mouth, knocking me over. Okay. Oh, goodness. He overdid it. Wow. How's that sound to go? It's a complete victory, isn't it? Can't believe it. It doesn't bother me at all. Sadako ground her teeth, mortified. Yep, we did it. Yo, now he's gonna get like cyanide poisoning from all those apples. Or is that from only eating seeds? That moment, Rena stopped just squealing as she suddenly realized something. Rika-chan, you're not eating yet? Did the salt water make it too strong, maybe? Looking over, Rika pulled out the toothpick out of the apple rabbit. Placed it in cupped hands and seemed to be at a loss for what to do. Poor Mr. Rabbit. Feel sorry for him. Want to save him. Cyanide. Okay, I gotta ask. And take a sip of coffee. Well, like, is getting a nosebleed from something like this actually possible, or is that just anime tropes? Up, music's picking right back up. Back to her senses. She took all the apples around me, gathered them up and fixed them back up on the plate. Oh, that was just fine, Kay. I'm giving them all to you, Rika-chan. Think it's just anime trope? I thought so. Ah, well played. What? What? You come back? Thus my sacrifice ended up being in vain. Oh, that's hilarious. It was a fun-filled, crazy day. As soon as the sun began to set, the end of the day really did come quickly. Later, Reina and Kei-chan. See you tomorrow. Thanks for letting me on. Had a great time. See you tomorrow. Sadako and Rika-chan went home as well. We parted ways with Mion and ended up with just Rena and myself enjoying the evening air on our way home. Thanks for coming today, Keiichi-kun. Was it fun? Yeah, lots of fun. Must feel like I got a ways to go home now. Ah, then, well, would you mind taking a little detour, maybe? A detour? Is it far? It's a bit of a walk, but it won't take long. Since we had been walking around all day and must have seemed a bit tired. Not feeling like... I quietly nodded. Oh, babbling brook. Traversing a small path, I ended up a small hill. The land suddenly stretched out before us. There, what looked like the remains of a dilapidated construction site came into view. A large heap of garbage spread off towards the swamp. Probably illegal dumping. I recalled it being in the newspaper. I quite wonder. But while, I wonder what's here. When you say it's been a while, you mean the business he had here was this garbage pile? It's not garbage. To me, it's a pile of treasure. Rena had already answered that. So that meant there was something cute here? Whoa, new pile. I can't wait. She bounded up the unsailable slope. I'd expect no less. Okay. Hey, wait, I'm coming. Whoa. It's alright, just stay right there. Won't take long. Rena kindly declined my accompaniment. Don't fall. Watch your step. American picker, Japan style. Spin-off of the show. Is that like about getting trash or something? Looking in trash piles? Literally bounding up the heap of trash, Rana disappeared over the other side. I didn't like being left behind, but still pretty tired from the whole day, so just ended up waiting. Without driving Rena around, the surrounding area quickly fell into silence. Kaya Higurashi gently cooled the air. Fairly exhausted, began to feel a little sleepy. Just then, a sudden noise of scattering pebbles alerted me to somebody's presence. Startled, I turn around. Damn, this dude's ripped. Standing there was a typical looking photographer. Spied over at me and through his camera. Usually vintage things, but they usually end up going to places with piles and piles of memorabilia or junk. Okay. Body was tanned and fit, but something about him seemed unreliable, and he had that bit of an aloof air about him. Well, it didn't seem like he was a bad guy in any case. Whoa! He surprised me. So startled when I turned around, he overplayed his reaction. That's my line. It's gonna be pretty fun. Ripped photographer. Yeah. I'm the one who's surprised here. My bad. Didn't mean to startle you. Are you from Hinamizawa? Yeah, that he wasn't from that question. Faced by my suspicious outlook, he introduced himself without my prompting. I'm Tomatake, freelance photographer. I come to Hinamizawa from time to time. Quite rude to photograph someone without consent, one would think. My bad. Mainly photograph wild birds. You see that image? Look at the junk behind him. I apologize for trying to take a picture without asking. Out of annoyance I felt for being startled just blew away as he buttered me up. I had no intention of hanging around with this guy, trying to get cozy with me, except it didn't seem like Rena would be back soon. Tomatake-san, he didn't mind my cautious responses and continued rambling on by himself. Keiichi-kun, sorry to keep you waiting. I'm finished now. Rena popped her head out from one of the lower piles of garbage and waved her hand. You have someone with you? What? You have someone with you? What would she be doing over there? That's what I wanted to know. I don't know. Maybe she's checking on that dismembered corpse that was left out here long ago. Tomatake's stand looked shaken up by that for a moment. Why would you joke about that? Oh, responding like I would if I were talking to Ren and the others. It was quite a disturbing incident. They still haven't found one of the arms. And the music stopped again. Sorry to keep you. You're waiting a while, I guess. I'd best leave you two lovebirds alone. Again, my apologies for startling you. Yep, there he goes. Tomitake-san chortled suggestively, then disappeared into the twilight. Missing my chance to retort put me off a bit. Keiichi, are you angry? Why, I wonder? It wasn't Rena's fault, so I decided to just brush it off for now. How was it? Find the treasure trove? Oh yes, so listen. You see, there was Colonel Sanders' doll. Colonel Sanders' doll? Oh, that thing. Those statues they always have out front that fried chicken place. Yeah, Colonel Sanders. Oh, cute. I want to take it home. Couldn't tell how she decides what's cute or not, but, well, she seems to want it. It's garbage, right? No one would care if you just take it home, right? It's become the base of another pile. Can't dig it out easily. There's no lamppost over there, so it'll get dark pretty soon. Rena seemed quite down about finding the treasure then not being able to bring it back. I'll help you out. To pay you for that delicious picnic you prepared today. Thank you! Birds heading home to roost to proclaim that nightfall will soon be upon us. Yeah, they have like a Colonel Sanders statue outside of the KFCs over in Japan. Funny thing, I don't know if I told the story on the channel, but they mentioned it on Food Theory. Basically, there's this baseball team that had like a really long losing streak. So for good luck, fans of the team had people who looked like the teammates jump into the river for good luck. They couldn't find anybody that looked like the Caucasian player on the team. So they lifted a Colonel Sanders statue and chucked it into the river. And surprisingly, they won that night. But then their losing streak picked back up. They say Colonel Sanders cursed the team. Until it got taken out, they lost. Well, the thing is, the team already had like a really impressive losing streak. I think they won because the Colonel Sanders got chucked into the river. I tried asking her in a way that wouldn't take her out of her cheery state. It's an urban legend. Hey Rena, long ago, did something happen here? Seems like they were building a dam here. I don't know the details though. Just wondering if you knew about, you know, an accident or something. I don't know. Her tone was disturbingly frank. Might be right about that. It was on a Food Theory. I think it was. They probably explained it far better than I could. Sounded more like a denial than an answer. I must have appeared rather dumbstruck. Renee quickly lightened her expression. Actually, I didn't live here until a year ago. Huh? You transferred here too? I was sure that... So you see, I don't really know much from before that. Sorry. Don't really know. Don't want to talk about it. That was the kind of feeling that feeling she gave me. Thinking about it, of course it would be like that. This wasn't the type of thing she would enjoy talking about. It's quite a disturbing incident. Seems they haven't been able to find one of the arms. It's just like Kamatake-san said, and I had a feeling only the Higurashi would know. Ooh, spooky mystery. Very spooky. Itchy. Maibara Mansion and the damn site murder/dismemberment. Alright, let's save first. Take a look here. Ooh. Okay, it's about time I end the stream, but I can read these real quick. Won't take too long, I don't think. It's okay, Chan. You're not that stinking rich. What's this all of a sudden? Did I come to school in a limo before? How much do you get for a monthly allowance? About $10. Alright, that's... Goodness. His lunch is made up of normal stuff. He isn't rich. What are they talking about? To be asked out of nowhere how much I get and then told a plebeian amount? Sorry. Rena seemed to pick on my dubious expression and started giggling. Okay, Chan, your house. You know, it's pretty big, yeah? So, the architecture has people all around Hinamizawa calling it the Maibara Manor. And it sort of stands out. Maibara Manor? Since the house is so big, everyone is gossiping, wondering exactly how rich you are. I see. Now I get it. Well, the frame of it is huge. I see how it could cause some misunderstandings. From my deduction, I wager they spent too much money on building the house, and that's why they're now broke. Goodness. Go from being treated like a millionaire to a beggar. Yeah, sorry for ruining your imagination, but we aren't millionaires or poor. We're the image of a normal, average household. Can't call it normal with that huge house. The entryway is how grand, and the gate is large enough for a large truck to get through. It's not normal at all. You say the bigger the house, the more prosperous you are. The reason the house is so big is because Dad's studio is in it too. There's a bunch of different workshops, and lots of his works are hung up in different places. All of them are huge too. For those reasons, the family actually uses only a third of the house for day-to-day living. He planned it out so people and cars could come in and see the gallery he opens up in the house someday. By the way, the entranceway Mion is talking about is one for the studio and is normally sealed off. The entranceway the Maibara family actually uses is a very plain and simple one. The interior is much different from how it looks on the outside. I'd really like a chance to explore Kei-chan's house. Claiming not to be rich, but having a home like that? What could be hidden in there? Maybe there's something cute hidden. Probably had no money to purchase furniture, so it's filled with... Why do you know so many big words? Seems like their imaginations are just piling on. Well, sometime in the near future, it wouldn't be too bad to invite them all to my house. That is a... Oh, goodness. The cries of Higurashi crescendoed as the sky towered up over the evening. It was hot, but the air was clear, more like the beginning of summer. And now, we read this. From June 1979. Shishibone City, Okinomiya Police Station. Late at night. Suspects were arrested on suspicion of murder and improper disposal of the corpse. The main offender has been added to the wanted list nationwide. According to our sources, the six suspects were at the Hinamizawa Dam construction site room at 9 p.m. when they were suspected to have assaulted and murdered the site overseer of the group, dismembering his body and hiding it. A lot of things are redacted here. At 8 o'clock in the morning, a report was filed by the Shishibone City Hospital in which a male suspect alluded to having murdered Mr. When questioned at the police station, the individual confessed to the crime. Since a portion of the body was recovered at the location he gave, he was arrested that afternoon on suspicion of murder and mutilation of a corpse. The suspects were arrested at the same day, but the main culprit is still at large. Police are currently on his trail. The motive is purported to be a drunken verbal dispute during which he killed the victim in a fit of anger. However, there are multiple inconsistencies with their testimonies. The investigation is still ongoing. And with that mystery, I'm going to end it right here. So thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if y'all want to. And I'll see you next time. Bye!